If you've been here before, welcome back. And if you're new, I'm so glad you joined us. I'm Nona, and I'm really happy to see some new faces today. Today we're going to be talking about the makeup brand e.l.f. Now this is not a sponsored video or affiliated in any way. It's just one of my favorite brands of makeup. It's available at Ulta and Target, Walmart, and most drugstores. So I just wanted to share with you some of my favorite e.l.f. products. So I've picked out some that I have and that I've used and that I enjoy, and I hope maybe you'll enjoy too. First of all is the e.l.f. Putty Primer. It's a pore primer. I really like it. Now I just have the regular kind. There's one for if you want to have illumination, and there's one for matte primer. I just have the regular one, and I really enjoy it. When you first get it, it's really hard, but as you work on the top layer, it becomes more creamy, and I use this every day, and it really does a nice job because I have very large pores in here and along here, so I use it every day. And it's one shade. It's they call it universal shade for everyone. I really enjoy it, and I'm gonna have to buy a new one pretty soon because I've used a lot of it. So that's one of my favorite e.l.f. products. Another one that I really like is the e.l.f. Putty Eye Primer. And again, it's a universal shade. It is a little bit, it's a little bit hard, but as far as the texture goes, but I use it every day, put it on my eyelids, and it gives something for the eyeshadow to grab onto. I like it, and the only thing I don't like about this is if I have on my long nails along with the pore filler, is I have to use a little scoop to get it out because I hate putting my fingers into anything. So I use a little scoop to get it out. But other than that, this works really well. Another thing that I really like is the 16-hour camo under eye concealer. Now this does, and I'm trying not to use my glasses too much because I know it makes a terrible glare, and I got to use my mini magnifying glass. I have this in the light ivory, and it is the 16-hour camo concealer, and hopefully you can see that. I really like this under eye concealer. So there's that, and I have another concealer here too, and it is this is a 2-in-1 jobby. This is the concealer. I don't know that it has a color name to it. It's under eye concealer and highlighter, 2-in-1. If it had a name, it came off. The highlighter is called Medium Glow, and I guess the concealer color came off. But on one side is the concealer. Let me get this in the view. Concealer, and it's liquid, and the other side is the highlighter. And the highlighter, both of them are doe foot, and I like them both. But I really prefer the camo concealer, the e.l.f. camo concealer, better than this one, but I still use it. Waste not, want not. Okay, two of my favorite things are the eyebrow pencils. I had one and I used it all up. I thought I had set it here, but I used it all up. So I had to find another one, and I think I got this at Dollar Tree. These are the e.l.f. Instant Lift Eyebrow Pencil, and we all know I have a very difficult time with eyebrows. Let's see, this one is an autumn And this one is in deep brown. This is the deep brown one. So I like that they have the colors on the end so I can tell which is which. And this is the autumn one. But and what they are is these are my favorite because they're pencils, they're real thin, and you just turn them up so there's no sharpening. I hate the ones you have to sharpen because I don't do a good job sharpening, and I waste so much trying to sharpen them. And these you just turn up and turn down, and they do have the spoolies. Each one has the spoolie at the end to brush them. And I have such a hard time with my eyebrows because they don't match. This is Ruth Ann, and this one's Mimi, and one's higher than the other, and one's fuller than the other. And so I use two colors to try and get them matching as much as I can. But I really like these eyebrow pencils. They're the best I've used. Okay, then I use a lot of e.l.f. brushes. Now most of my brushes, including the e.l.f. ones, don't have names. You know, everybody has names on their brushes. I don't have names. Okay, this is, and I'm sorry for looking down, but I don't want to put on my glasses and look up because then I'll blind you. This is an e.l.f. one, and I use this for putting on blush, and it's just a real nice brush. They're real soft. They're real nice. Okay, this one, oh, this is the other eyebrow pencil that I had, but it's all gone. It's all worn out, so I got to throw that one away. Now, this is my favorite. This is, and this one has a name, I think. This is called e.l.f. Bronzing Brush. And I'll tell you why I like this one so much. See how it's angled, and it is perfect for putting on contouring, and I just love it. Now, you can see how I've had to glue it together. Well, let me tell you, when you clean your brushes, make sure you don't get any more than the top part of your brush wet. And I let this get all the way wet, and then because it's my favorite, I had to glue it back together. And so that's what all this is down there, that's glue. And then I wasn't real careful, and some of the glue got on the brush. See the glue there, glob of glue? But that's okay, because it's my favorite brush. And so I'm always looking for another angled brush, because this is one of my favorites, so I use it all the time. Okay, this is some kind of an eye brush. Yes, this is an eyeshadow C brush, and this is an eyeshadow C brush. They're both the same. I like them. I use them a lot. You can see I use them a lot. So those are C brushes. This is a little angle brush, and this one is great. Doesn't have a name. This one is great for when I want to put highlighter underneath my brows, or I want to use eyeshadow to put on my lids, an eyeshadow to do a liner. This is a really, really nice little brush. Most of these brushes, if you get them at Dollar Tree, they're of course $1, but you can buy them at a drugstore or Target, and they may be $2 or $3. At the most, I think I've paid $4 or $5 for them. But they last. I mean, I've had some of these brushes a really long time. So they last a really long time if you take good care of them and don't get them wet like I did. Okay, this is a stipple brush. You know, a stipple brush, I've heard people say, I don't know what a stipple brush is. Stipple is when you take this, and I do a lot of stippling because I put on the pore primer, and I put on the concealer, and you've seen me do the color correcting. And when you put that stuff on your face before you do foundation and contouring and bronzer, you don't want to brush a lot because you're going to move everything underneath around. So I do a lot of this is stippling. When you go like this, that's stippling. So I do a lot of stippling of face makeup. And so this is a stipple brush. It has more of a flat top. So I use a lot of stipple brushes. Okay, that's all the brushes. Let's see, what is this? Oh, I know what this is. This is a brush for eyeliner. Now, a lot of people don't like to use these little tiny eyeliner brushes. I can use them. I prefer pencils. I think they're easier to use. To be honest with you, I cannot see to put on eyeliner. I do eyeliner by feeling. I look in the mirror and I start in the middle and I feel where my eyelashes are that meet my eyelid, and I do it from feeling. And pencils are easier. I don't mess up as much, but I can use liquid eyeliner. I just have to be more careful. But I can use a liquid eyeliner. And this is a nice one. The e.l.f. one is a nice one. Okay, another thing that I think I've shown this to you before. This is the e.l.f. lip exfoliator, and this one is in brown. It's not chocolate. I don't remember what it's called, but it's not cinnamon. There's a couple different flavors for it, and this one is called, hold on, brown sugar. Brown sugar. So that's an exfoliator. I like this because it's in a lipstick. It doesn't come apart. It's easy to apply. No mess, no fuss. It's a great exfoliator. Okay, here's another thing I really like. This is the e.l.f. Glow Dewy Mist. Oh, and it's in coconut dewy mist. Coconut. It smells wonderful. It's really good. And I just use it as a refresher. It really is nice. It has a real nice spray to it. Like this. I need to buy some more because you can see I'm almost out. Okay, here's something that I use every day. This is e.l.f. bronzer. I've had this for 100 years. And you'll be able to see. I'm not going to show it like this. See, I've already used this one up. These two I've hit pan, and this one I'm working on. The reason why I've hit pan on these two is because I use them together to do contouring here and here and here. And then this one I use mostly for bronzing across here. So I don't use this. It's all for bronzing. But you use it for what the colors work, how the colors work for you. Just because it says it's for a bronzer doesn't mean you have to use it for bronzer. And of course you could use these for eyeshadows if you wanted to, because it's makeup. You make up your own rules, right? So I would really like to use all of these because it'd make me feel good to use it up. But it was a really large pan, but it's the e.l.f. and I really have enjoyed this. But I have other bronzers and contours that I'd like to use. Okay, now here are two real deals. These are the e.l.f. 4 colors eyeshadows that you can get at Target for $3. I know, can you believe that? $3. What a deal. Now, I've used a lot of these products today in putting on my makeup. I've used the pore primer. I exfoliated my lips with the e.l.f. Brown sugar. I used the eyebrow pencils. What else did I use? I used the brushes. And today I used this is called Hot Jalapeno. And the brown one is called, there's like 4 different shades. These are bite-size eyeshadows. This is pumpkin pie, okay? There's like 4 of them. I only got these 2. And I used hot jalapeno today. I used this one on my crease. I used this one all over my lid, and then I use the gold down the center of my lid. Now, I know the thing is to take the dark one, the real dark one, and do a V on the outside of your lid. But when I do that, I look like I have a black eye. And I don't like doing that. So I know that's the thing to do. I know that's what all the beauty gurus do, but it's makeup, so I make up my own rules, okay? So I don't do that. I like more of an ombre look, so I just do real simple. Dark for the crease, medium all over the lid, and a lighter shade right down my eyeball. And so it's more of an ombre look, okay? That's the way I like to do it. You do whatever you want to do. It's makeup. You make up your own rules. But these bite-size e.l.f. Eyeshadows are such a deal for $3. They're really nice. By the way, do you know what e.l.f. stands for? ELF? Eyes, lips, face. That's what e.l.f. stands for. Eyes, lips, face. Okay, so that's that one. Two of my very favorite things, and I'm embarrassed to show you, I really need to buy new ones, even though I wash these almost every single day. These are my e.l.f. Sponge. I want to call them beauty blenders because that's what everybody else calls them, but they're just e.l.f. sponges, makeup applicators. I love them. This one kind of, has that kind of a shape. I like this because I use this to do this, and then I like the pointed to do this, and then I love this one because see the flat there, and that's what I dampen it and calm down because I kind of overdo my blush and my highlighter sometimes, and there. And it even works if I've overdone my eye makeup and I can't blend it. You blend and blend and blend and blend, and it doesn't blend away. So I just slightly dampen it, and I go like this, and it blends it out really nicely. So I love this, and I've got to get to Target, and I've got to get me some new sponges. Okay. Now, the only product that I do not like of e.l.f. that I have purchased is the setting spray. I do not like the setting spray, not because it isn't a good setting spray, but I don't like the spray on it because it soaks my face. I'm not looking to soak my face. That's not what I want to do. I just want to set my makeup. And whenever I use this, my whole face, it's not a real fine spray. So, waste not, want not. What I use it for is to spray my brushes whenever I want to pack on a certain color of makeup or do something different. So that's what I use it for. I still have a whole lot left in this bottle, and I'm not going to throw it out because it's good to use on the brushes whenever I want to, use setting spray to use on my brushes to use for an eyeshadow. Okay, that's it. I hope you enjoyed today's video. I hope you are subscribed. If you're not, please hit that subscribe button. It's free, and I'd love to get more subscribers. It really helps me with my YouTube channel. They definitely look at that, and whoever they is, for YouTube, but they do look at how many subscribers I get. They also look at how many views I get and whether you're watching the whole video. They look at how many thumbs up I get, whether you like the video or not. They also look at comments. So all those things are very, very important for my YouTube channel. And you can share. All you have to do is hit that share button. You can share on Messenger. You can share by Facebook. You can share by email. And I'd really appreciate if you share it with some of your friends. And that would expand my viewing audience. So in the meantime, stay tuned. I'll be doing more videos. You can see I have no nails on. That means I'm getting ready to do some DIYs. So stay tuned for that. And thanks so much for watching. In the meantime, be kind because there's a lot of crazies out there.